हामी फुलको बिरुवा देउने खोलामा खेल्दै
खेल्दै खेल्दै
नानी जस्तै हाँस्दै
हाँस्दै हाँस्दै
आफ्नो भाषा बोल्दै
बोल्दै बोल्दै
हाम्रो कथाहरू समेट्दै
समेट्दै समेट्दै
reaching for the sky
reaching reaching reaching
taking time to flower पारिजातको याद
माइखोलाको वरिपरि बासा थियो कुनै बेला बाँचेका छौँ भन्नलाई सास थियो कुनै बेला हावा चल्थ्यो कहाँबाट लान्थ्यो कता कता हावा चल्थ्यो कहाँबाट लान्थ्यो कता कता घर छाउनलाई बगरको कासा थियो कुनै बेला मोरे कति भोके नाङ्गै मोरे हैजा ज्वरोले मोरे कति भोके नाङ्गै मोरे हैजा झोरोले धेरै अन्न नपाएर लासा थियो कुनै बेला
कालो मुस्लो रातो आकाश अनि मनभित्र डर In minutes, I watched as my home turned into ashes. मेरो आमा र बाबा फेरि बेघर हुनुभयो पहिला भुटानमा र अब शरणार्थी क्याम्पमा Homelessness clings to us like a second skin. Our longest guest, like an heirloom passed through ancestral hands. Ago!
अधिकार
No matter the words you shout like, go back to your own country, I will move forward with grace because I am the daughter of a refugee. No matter the words you shout like, no matter what words you throw to stomp me down, I'll always find a way to stand back up. And regardless of your words like, you don't belong here.
You don't belong here.
सात वर्षको उमेरमा at the age of 7 I learned the word refugee. मामा refugee भनेको के हो? 7 वर्षको उमेरमा यो 7 अक्षरको नामले मलाई अल्झायो. At 27, I still don't know how to answer this question. What is a refugee? A burst of wind gathered in the hands of those made homeless by force. And what separates a refugee from a migrant, from the whitewashed myths of a good immigrant? Our mothers fled 3 countries just to arrive to another deportation at gunpoint. Our brothers crowd the holding cells of this great free nation. अहिले पनि यो देशमा पनि by the tens of thousands कसैको आमा, कसैको बुवा, कसैको नानीलाई बेघर बनाइराछन्. What gives them the right to take us away from our homes?
Mohan Karki. I was detained by an ICE officer to be deported to a country that I never been to a place that I don't belong to, a place where I don't speak the language, to a place where I might not even survive. The day they took me to Michigan Detention Center, I called my wife Tika. I told her they're taking me. My voice was calm, but inside I was breaking into million pieces. It felt like a goodbye. Not just to her, but to the life that we built together, to the dreams that we planted seeds for. As of June of this year, 56,400 people like me are being held in detention center across America. Stateless, refugees, criminals. I had never imagined that I would be behind bars while my daughter was being born. And now, I wait for the news that would change everything. Will they send me to Bhutan? Will I disappear like the ones before me? I wonder what happened to those who were deported and never made it home. Some wandering in the mountains alone, and some lost completely. No one cares about what happens to us once we're gone. We vanish into silence. As I said, as of June 2025, 56,400 people like me are being held in detention center across America. Stateless, refugees, criminals. Not Nepali, not Bhutanese, not American. But my wife Tika, she is fighting for me while caring for our baby alone. मैले मेरो छोरीको अनुहार पनि देखेको छैन. How do I tell my daughter that leaving her was never my choice? My wife Tika, she's fighting for me. I should have been there. I should have been the first to hold my baby. I missed everything. हामी कहाँ हौ? Where do I belong?
You
You belong here.
We
We belong here.
फुलको आँखामा फुलै संसार, काँडाको आँखामा काँडै संसार. फुलको आँखामा फुलै संसार, काँडाको आँखामा खाडै संसार
Bhavishyako kalpana. When I dream of future, when I imagine what future looks like, I hope for a future beyond caste, for a future where we can coexist with nature and each other.
A future where we can raise our children with abundance, not wealth, but in love, in light, in liberty, and most importantly, humanity.
A future of hope for all the refugee and immigrant parents around the globe, and for all the parents in Gaza who can't protect their children from the constant bombardment and starvation. A future of hope for all the youths in Nepal who are rebuilding the nation from ashes.
A future where there has no to be displaced.
A future where we can grow. A future where we can all have a safe home. I hope the future is more generous to all of us.
गाउँ गाउँ
Bata uta basti basti bata uta gaon gaon bata uta basti basti bata uta yo desko muhar firna lai uta yo desko muhar firna lai uta gaon gaon bata uta basti basti bata uta gaon gaon bata uta basti bata uta yo desko muhar firna lai uta yo desko muhar firna lai uta बाजा बजाउन जान्नेहरू बाजा लिएर उठ बाजा बजाउन जान्नेहरू बाजा लिएर उठ गाउँ गाउँबाट उठ बस्ती बस्तीबाट उठ गाउँ गाउँबाट उठ बस्ती बस्तीबाट उठ यो देशको मुहार फेर्नलाई उठ यो देशको मुहार फेर्नलाई उठ यो देशको मुहार फेर्नलाई उठ
यो देशको
गाउँ गाउँबाट उठ बस्ती बस्तीबाट उठ यो देशको मुहार फेर्नलाई उठ It translates to rise up from the villages, rise up from the neighborhoods, rise up to change the face of this nation. Namaskar, my name is Robin Gurung. I am the co-executive director of Asian Refugees United, and I'm also part of the Storytellers group. Can we give a big round of applause to the Storytellers? Thank you. We, the Storytellers, belong to the Nepali-speaking Bhutanese community that has been severely impacted by the unlawful and unjust ICE arrest, detention, and deportation by the current administration. Since March of this year, over 72 of our community members have been detained, and over 50 have been deported to Bhutan.
to the same country that has persecuted our community for generations. In the late 80s and early 90s, over 100,000 Bhutanese citizens were expelled and forced to live in 7 different refugee camps in Nepal. Today, as soon as the US government deports our people to Bhutan, within 24 hours, Bhutan expels them to the Indian soil as stateless. About 10 of the deportees out of 50 ended up going back to the same refugee camps that we came from, and 40 of them are still missing. We came to this country through the formal refugee resettlement program of the US government. This country promised us a home. And in that promise came the opportunity to pursue the American dream and the pursuit of happiness. However, today, we are being constantly attacked. Our rights are being attacked. Our dreams are being attacked. Our happiness is being attacked. And our freedom is being attacked. My dear fellow South Asian American community, this is not the time to remain silent. Silence is not the answer. So what does this moment call us for? This moment calls for solidarity. This moment calls for collective action. And this moment calls for commitment to change the face of this nation, rooted in humanity and common sense. This is not just my fight. This is not just your fight. This is our fight, the fight for our collective liberation. And I want to invite you to join us in this fight. On the screen here, you can learn about the story of Mohan Karki. Mohan Karki is a beloved community member, caregiver to his aging parents, a very new dad and husband to his wife Tika. On April 8, Mohan was suddenly taken into custody at a routine ICE check-in. This was based on teenage trespassing offense he pleaded to without understanding the charges or their impacts. In June, ICE attempted to deport Mohan. Tika, his wife, was forced to delay giving birth to plead for his life. Our team helped stop this deportation, but Mohan remains detained and has not yet held his new daughter. Help us bring Mohan home. Mohan Karki belongs here. I belong here. We belong here. Thank you.